Well, hello there. You're listening to episode 315 of the Membership Guys podcast. Today, we're talking about email marketing and specifically the 5 essential emails that every single membership sales sequence needs to have. We're going to dive in to what those 5 emails are in just a sec.
You're listening to the Membership Guys podcast, bringing you proven, practical tips and advice from the leading experts on growing a successful membership business each and every week. And now, here's your host, Mike Morrison.
Well, hello there. Welcome to episode 315 of the Membership Guys podcast. How the devil are you? I hope that you are doing well, and I hope you are looking forward to another dose of proven practical tips and advice on growing your membership business. Today, we are talking all about emails, specifically that initial series of emails that you're going to be sending to people once they've subscribed to your email list. So when someone has subscribed to your email list, they are expressing an intent. They are demonstrating their intent and their desire to learn more from you. Typically, when someone is subscribing to your email list, they'll usually do so after they've consumed or read a piece of content on your website and they've seen some sort of call to action to get a little more from you. Typically, this will be a free PDF or some sort of bribe, for want of a better word. It's usually called a lead magnet, something to entice them to subscribe to your email list. So you really want to strike while the iron's hot once someone has subscribed by making sure that you send all new subscribers to your email list through an initial sales series, so an automated series of email follow-ups. And within this sequence, this series, there are 5 essential emails that we find are most effective for driving membership sales. So that's what we're walking through in today's episode. So that first email that someone should receive once they've subscribed to your list is a welcome email. This just makes sense, right? An email thanking them for subscribing to your list, essentially welcoming them to a closer kind of inner circle of your audience. You obviously want to make sure within this email that if you have offered some sort of freebie, a PDF, a workshop, a workbook, an eBook, something like that, that your first email, your welcome email, actually contains the link for them to download this freebie. You want to deliver on the very thing that has enticed them to join your email list. Also, within this email, you want to make sure that you're setting expectations. So you let them know what they can expect from you over the coming weeks and months as a subscriber on your list. So let them know that you'll be sending them more useful stuff. Perhaps even suggest that they add your email address to a whitelist to ensure that they receive additional tips and advice on the very topic that they've joined your email list for. In addition to this, you want to include a list of 3 to 4 ways of getting additional help, advice, and resources from you. So this might be subscribing to your podcast. So again, someone subscribed to your list, they've joined the list. Right away, you thank them. Here's the link to the freebie that you've requested, that you've joined for. Here's a little bit about what to expect, and here's how to make sure that you don't miss anything. And if you want more from us, more help, more advice, more resources, here are some more ways we can help you. You can subscribe to our podcast. We release this every single week. Here's the link. You might have them join your Facebook group. So again, the second way that we help you even more is through our free Facebook group. This is how many members are in there. This is what we do. And of course, where we do our best work is inside our membership. So we're kind of jumping on the fact that when someone subscribes to your list, they're demonstrating that they have an intent to learn more from you. They have a need for more from you. So you're telling them, well, hey, if you want more from me, you can get the freebie, you can get the podcast, the Facebook group, but if you really want the good stuff, that's inside the membership. And that last one is key. Because for some people, the only thing that's stopping them from joining your membership is a lack of awareness that it exists. So this is a really simple way of bringing it to their attention without it being salesy. because you're offering it up as one of a selection of ways in which you can help. But by telling them about the membership, you're sowing the seeds for you then being able to mention the membership again in your future emails. And we're going to do that fairly soon after this welcome email is sent. So that's the first essential email in your follow-up series when someone subscribes to your list. That welcome email that delivers on the lead magnet that you've enticed them to subscribe with, and then tells them, hey, if you want more from us, here are 3 or 4 different ways in which you can connect with us further, one of which happens to be the place we do our best work, and that is our membership. And you leave it at that. You avoid the temptation to go into loads of detail, to go into a sales pitch mode about your membership within that welcome email, because we're going to do that in the second essential email in your follow-up series, and that is your membership pitch email. So this is what it sounds like. This is an email where you go all in on pitching your membership. What it is, why they should join, what they get as a member, how that benefits them, and so on. The content of this email will usually, quite often, essentially be a condensed version of what is on your sales page. You're really putting forward your offer here. You can use the fact that you mentioned your membership in the welcome email as the preface for your pitch. So you can frame it as, well, hey, a few days ago, I mentioned some of the various ways in which I can help you, and one of those ways is via our paid membership. Well, since then, I've had all sorts of questions about what the membership actually is, what it contains, and why it's worth joining. So I thought it was worth sending a little bit more information about our membership. So there's your framing device, the fact that we've sown the seeds, that our membership exists, and that it is the place where we can best help people. The fact we've sown those seeds essentially gives us the premise to then send more information about that membership later. That's your framing device. That's the context for why you're sending your pitch email. So this email is just about putting forward your offer, breaking down why they need to join, what they get, what features they are, what content. You might mention the pricing within the email itself, or save that for when they click through to view your sales page. But you're really going all out, all in on promoting your membership here. And we're not just going to leave it at that. There's 2 more emails that you want to add into the mix to follow up from this pitch email, to add a little extra flavor, a little extra info, a little extra food for thought, and to present your membership from different angles. So the first of those emails is a case study email. So again, this should follow your pitch email, and within your case study email, you should aim to either choose a single success story from your member base to write a mini case study around. This should be a story that shows people what's possible by being a member of your site, and it should be one that gives a real, relatable story of someone's journey, where they were, the situation they were in, the struggle, their frustrations, their challenges, how they found your membership, how they used it, the change that enabled, and what part your membership played in them achieving success and improving their situation, and where they are now as a result. How is their life different? How is it better? How has joining your membership been meaningful? So that's one approach we can take for our case study emails. We pick one real doozy of a story from our member base that really encapsulates the change that your membership is making for people, and the change that is on the table that could be possible for the person reading this email right now. You're essentially showing what waits for them and how their situation could change if they join your membership. Now, alternatively, rather than just focusing on one deep dive case study, you might choose to highlight 3 or 4 different members. So if you have a very varied audience, if you have people joining your membership for a wide variety of different reasons, it might be better to highlight multiple examples. So within these examples, you wouldn't go as deep into each of those members' journey, otherwise your email will end up just way too long. But for each of your examples, you give a little Cliff Notes summary, no more than a paragraph on each of them, that condenses the before and after. If you're showcasing multiple people, you should choose stories that address common objections or concerns that people might have around whether your membership is right for them. So if you know that some people don't join your membership because they're worried that they're too early stage, they're too much of a beginner, they don't have enough basic knowledge, then one of your examples should be someone who is in the same boat. Joe Bloggs was literally at square one, had never picked up a tennis racket, and was scared to even book a teacher, ask for help, or join an online membership for fear that he didn't know enough. But he sucked up the courage, became part of the awesome tennis academy, and after just 6 months, with an hour's practice every week following our program, he's now tearing up the courts at his local leisure centre, and this summer will be entering his first ever tournament. So that tells the story, right? It says this is where they were. These are the concerns and the fears that they had and the reasons why they didn't want to take action like joining our membership. But they had the courage, they did it anyway. And look, here's how everything is better. That sort of thing is what you'll be shooting for each of your examples. Maybe even accompany each example with a line or two featuring a quote from that member to add a little more weight to the story. And it should go without saying, these need to be real stories. Don't just make this stuff up. They've got to be legit, right? So whether you do a single deep dive case study or showcase 3 or 4 member stories, your case study email just adds a whole other element to the promotion of your membership, the human element, a relatable element that shows people what's possible and demonstrates that you genuinely deliver on what you promote. So that's the third essential email that every membership sales series needs, a case study email. And that's going to add some extra depth and a completely different angle of promoting your membership to the pitch email that we send before it. The fourth email, again, is a one which will strengthen the pitch for your membership, and that is the behind the scenes email. So we talked just last week in episode 314 about the importance and the benefits of taking people behind the scenes of your membership. It can make a huge, huge difference because memberships are often pretty abstract products. They're typically made up of so many different elements that it can be challenging to concisely describe what your membership offers while doing it justice. So being able to show as well as tell can be a real advantage. And that's why we almost always find that the most effective email in any sales campaign is the behind the scenes email, where you're linking people off to a behind the scenes to a video that shows people what is inside your membership. So this video will typically be a recording of your screen with a narration from you as you click around the inside of your membership, showing people the dashboard, your course library, clicking on 1 or 2 of your favorite pieces of content, taking them into the community, and so on. You're giving them the chance to peek behind the curtain and see what's actually on offer in real terms. Not only that, you are making it real for them. They can see that your site is legit, first of all, because there have definitely been cases before where people have paid to join memberships only to find that what's on the other side is nothing like what was promoted, nothing like what was in screenshots, right? So you're showing that you're the real deal. This website does exist. It's not just, a scam. It's not a bait and switch. You're assuaging any fears someone might have about that. And you're also giving them a taste of the member experience. So you're bringing them closer to what it's like to being a member. And of course, as you narrate your behind the scenes tour, you can throw in little bits and pieces of information that you might not put on your sales page. You can clarify things that might be confusing to read about by showing them in action and so on. Now, we like to frame our behind the scenes video as a sneak peek. So in your email, you're trying to tantalize them with a glimpse behind the scenes, a sneaky look behind the curtains. Consistently with clients that we've worked with, members in our communities, and our own membership business, Membership Academy, we found that the behind the scenes email works so incredibly well. So it's one that we always recommend people include in their membership sales campaigns. So those 4 emails are really the key ones that you need for selling your membership. The welcome email that kicks the conversation off and first makes mention of your membership. It sows the seeds. The pitch email that gets right in there and breaks down what's on offer. The social proof email that shows that you can back all of this up and adds the human element. And the behind the scenes tour email to squash any doubts, clear up confusion, and give them a taste of what's to come. Now, if you're worrying that all of this sounds very salesy, or maybe you don't like the idea of sending 4 salesy emails in a row, well, that's what the 5th type of email is for, and that is the value add email. So the value add email is simply an email for which the sole purpose is to deliver nothing but pure value to the recipient. There's no pitch, there's no agenda, there's no bait and switch. This email is pure self-contained value. So that could be an email in which you give a whole bunch of information, a tip, some advice. It could be a curated set of links to useful articles on a specific topic that you know they want to learn more about. Perhaps you even give them a bonus freebie. So again, you likely entice them to join your email list by offering them a great freebie for signing up, a lead magnet. Well, a way to over-deliver on the value front is to give them an extra surprise freebie, a checkbook, an eBook, a cheat sheet, a free workshop, something along those lines that they weren't expecting. So your value email is pure value. You're not teasing the idea of value and then telling them they need to join the membership to access it. You're giving them advice, you're giving them tips, you're pointing them to your free content, you're giving them additional resources. And it's really important to include these sort of value add emails in your follow-up campaigns because they demonstrate to someone that they're not just going to be bombarded with sales emails over and over and over again. That there's a reason for them to be on your email list. Even if they're not ready to join your membership right now, there's still a good incentive to open your emails because, yes, we're going to send you information about the membership because that's where we help people the best. However, we're still, even if you're not a member, going to send you good stuff. You're still going to get some value from our emails, so it's worth staying subscribed and it's worth opening those emails that we send. Your value-add emails also keep the conversation you have with that subscriber growing and developing. So if they're not ready yet, you're still building trust, just demonstrating your expertise, you're demonstrating your value and your ability to solve their problems and to be of use and of value to them, all of which are going to make the idea of joining your membership even more compelling over time. So in a typical email series, you'll likely have a few value-add emails that you weave in between the other email types that we've talked about. How you structure this is up to you. You might send a welcome email, followed by a value email, followed by your pitch, followed by a value email, followed by your case study, followed by a value email, and so on and so on. So you're going one sales, one value, one sales, one value, and on and on. You're spreading the salesy stuff out a little bit. You might be a little more aggressive on the sales front. So you could start with the 4 sales emails, your welcome where you mention the membership, your pitch, your case study, your behind the scenes. And then if they don't join after all of that, that's when you start sending your value emails to nurture that relationship and to build trust and to lead into possible future opportunities to promote the membership a little bit more. And of course, you could go the opposite way. You could start with pure value. So send a bunch of emails that are nothing but pure value. And then only after a couple of weeks of someone being subscribed, do you then hit them with a series of your sales emails. There's no right or wrong way to structure or to use these 5 essential emails that we talked about. Much of how you do use them will depend on your understanding of your audience and your own comfort level with sending sales-focused emails. And of course, if you are a Membership Academy member, we actually have an example of this type of sales campaign which features these 5 email types and a few more. And that's available for you to copy, paste, and tweak to suit your own needs. So these are part of our essential membership email templates, which are ready-made, pre-written email templates for pretty much anything you would need in your membership. As well as the sales sequence, we also have email templates for launch campaigns, for promotions, for member renewals, new member onboarding, failed payments, price increases, a whole lot more. Pretty much anything you'll need an email for when running your membership, we've got it in our essential membership email templates. And of course, all of these templates are available to every single Membership Academy member. So if you are part of our Academy community, make sure you check those out. If you're not a member and you want to get your hands on these emails so you can stop having to try to figure out what to write yourself and save a whole bunch of time by using proven copy and paste templates, Head over to membershipacademy.com, join the community, and you'll have access to all of these email templates and more within minutes. So there you have it. 5 essential email templates every membership sales sequence needs. How many do you have as part of your email follow-up campaign for new subscribers? I hope that you found today's episode useful. I hope it helps you to get more membership sales from your email marketing. That is it from me for this week. Thanks so much for spending time with me. I'll be back again next week with another installment of the Membership Guys podcast. If you enjoyed this week's episode of the Membership Guys podcast, we invite you to check out membershipacademy.com. The Membership Academy is the essential resource for anyone at any stage of starting, growing, and running a membership website. Whether you're still trying to figure out what your idea is going to be, or whether your website's already up and running and you're just looking for ways to grow it and attract new members, then the Membership Academy can help you to get to the next level. With our extensive course library, step-by-step membership roadmap, exclusive member-only discount perks and tools, as well as our supportive, active community that will help you along the way with feedback, encouragement, and advice, the Membership Academy is the perfect place to be for anyone looking to start, manage, and grow a successful membership business. Check it out at membershipacademy.com.